truthcoaching.com, where I specialize in helping Mormons in a mixed faith marriage because of a faith transition. Now, I've been doing a series on parenting, and I've covered I've covered how to deal with when a spouse teaches things you don't agree with. I've covered what to do when one parent stays home and one parent goes to church, what to do with the kids. And last time I talked about common worries for the transitioning spouse, or the non-believing spouse, or the post-Mormon spouse. This time I want to give some airtime to common worries for the believing spouse, or the active spouse. And then I'll talk about some things to help with those worries. And listen, the tools and techniques help with either spouse, right? A worry is a worry. But it's helpful to talk about specific worries to understand how to strategies. So I went straight to the source for this one, my husband, right? The believing spouse around here. And I know there are a ton of worries out there for believing spouses. I know this. I'm just going to talk about two in this particular. So I'm just highlighting two. And these are two that I've seen both professionally and personally. Okay, so worry one is they will take the easy route. They is in the kids. They won't easier to stay home, right? The kids won't go to church because it's easy. Two is I can't share openly what I believe with my kids anymore without censure from my spouse, right? Put in different words, they won't let me teach what I want to teach. They won't let me, whatever, do family home evening, do family scripture study, do family prayers, whatever that may be. Now, all of the stuff I taught in the last video applies here when it comes to how to deal with worries. But I have a little bit more specifically on these here that I want to address these particular concerns. So when faced with a worry, whatever form it may take, I like to pause and ask myself a question. Is this really true? Sometimes we believe everything our brains tell us without asking a question. This is something like handing a pair of scissors to a toddler and assuming they'll be safe and they won't run around and do crazy things. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So our brain running amok like a toddler. And just like a toddler, they just need a little management. They're not doing anything inherently wrong. Everyone and everything just gets a little crazy, and so they just need a little management. So that's why I asked the question, is this true? Or what else can be true here? So let's take the example of the two common worries. That the kids will take the easy road and not go to church. And the question is that really true? So some questions that might prompt from that are, is it easier for the kids to stop attending? I gotta tell my kids, hey, you guys, go get Reed. School bus time. One, is it really easier for the kids to stop attending? Like, is that really true? Is it really easier? Was it easy for your spouse to stop attending? I know sometimes it looks easy, but was it easy? Is not attending church really the easy route? I don't know the answers to these questions for you, but I think they can be important to ask. What is the easiest thing for your kids to do here? Like, what really is the easiest thing? Again, I don't know the answer to these, but they can be interesting to explore. Why do I want my kids to not have an easy life? And why is easy a problem? These are just some questions to start understanding the worry better, so it's not so worrisome, okay? So there are no right or wrong answers here, just an exploration to better understand you and what's going on. So let's look at worry number two in a similar lens. So worry number two is I can't openly share what I believe with my kids anymore without censure from my spouse. So here are some questions to ask. What will really happen if you share your beliefs with your kids? Is it really true that you can't share your beliefs? Is that really true, or are you choosing not to for some reason? Are you choosing not to so you don't have to have a conversation or a confrontation? Perhaps. Your spouse, or is this? And here's, I think, the best question. Is there a way you can share your beliefs in a way that works for both of you? Have you even explored this? I don't know. So these types of questions, and there are many more, this is just to sort of get you thinking along these lines. Help us get unstuck, because that's what worry does. When worry comes in, we're awash in worry, we get stuck, we don't see solutions, we don't see a way out. So these give you just a little bit of wiggle room. And that's a lot of times what we need in our mixed faith marriage. Just a little bit of wiggle room, right? If you feel like you're getting super tired, or like your parenting is watered down because of your mixed faith marriage, it sounds like you need to talk about some of your common worries and how they're impacting you. Let's talk. Let's discuss how your mixed faith marriage is impacting your parenting. Let's see what's going on with your worries and what's going on with that that's preventing you really from showing up as the parent you want to be. All you need to do is go to my website, brookeboothcoaching.com, and reach out for a free call. That's that simple. You have just a couple of free calls I offer every month. You can get one of those, and let's find out what's going on in your mixed faith marriage and in your parenting. See if we can't come up with something to really make it feel better and lighter and like you're working as a team with your spouse, because it's totally possible once you get over these worry monsters, right? Okay, wishing you the best.